The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
No! I'm going down to Alphabet Street. I'm gonna crowd. This girl that I meet, I'm gonna talk so.
I am so thankful that it is Tuesday before Thanksgiving. This is Kathy, and today it's the F word Thanksgiving event or evening. How about that? That's better. But I'm thankful to have two new friends on the show tonight. I've got Ryan Bodin and Tina.
Hey.
Tina, what do you do have a last?
Also. Yes.
Your last name, honey? Otiano.
Good enough.
Okay.
Good strong Kenyan.
And I'm Kathy. Everybody knows me because, the F word. And we're going to talk about an F word tonight first. But what I want to do first, ding ding, every time you think of an F word, just say ding ding, okay? Or we say one, we just catch ourselves.
Any
And
F word?
The original
any
F word?
first,
Okay.
finally, fine, that's great. Ding
The word
ding.
first.
So, what I want to do first, though, is I want everybody to learn about you, Tina.
Yes.
So, okay, this is the first time I've met Tina, which I'm really excited, and she just yeah, I'll be on. So I love that about you. I already getting to know her, you guys, love her already. And why am I looking? I'm looking at the microphone instead of at you. Like the microphone's going to look back at me. But you know what I want to know about you. So where do you live? What do you do? What do you like? Tell us about you.
Talking about myself,
But you have to.
I live in Stillwater.
That's Stillwater, Minnesota, you guys.
Yes. I'm always excited and stuff. I don't know.
Excited about what? What excites you?
Everything new.
This is a first. Ding ding. Right. So, okay, are you a first child?
I am.
Tell me about your.
Child.
Here's another F word.
Okay.
Family. Tell me about your family.
What
Firstborn, you said?
second. I'm middle.
Okay.
Middle.
All right. Grew up where?
I grew up in Minnesota. I was born in Kenya. I lived in Arizona for 2 years.
Wow. Okay.
Minnesota, so
Okay.
grew up in.
So you were born in Kenya. So that's a little bit warmer than here. So. And then
Right on the equator. Then Arizona, which is really.
yeah.
And then I.
Honestly,
direct.
Ryan, I mean, I've had to live here my whole life.
Me too.
I mean, I could leave now, I suppose. It was pretty cool here. It is.
It is. I love it.
But, Ryan, where did you grow up?
Grew up in Hopkins
Mm-hmm.
and then lives
You never moved away?
never traveled.
I've
traveled a lot.
born in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Grew up here in St. Louis Park
Yep.
until 7th grade, and then to Excelsior, which is on Lake Minnetonka.
Mm-hmm.
But 6 months I lived in California and thought I was so cool.
Oh,
In my
of
early
course.
20s. Then the earthquake.
I lived in New York for 6
Okay.
for Morgan Advisor. Other than that, I did J-turn.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all, if you don't know this, November in Minnesota, what a lovely time it is. It's beautiful. We have snow on the ground. What's the temp right now?
A little for
32.
Yep.
So it is literally officially freezing.
With the fall color.
Yeah.
The fall colors on the ground.
It's
all the leaves
gorgeous.
have fallen. All the leaves have fallen, though. It
But
seems like
it's
it is. So, okay, we're gonna go back to first. Are you a firstborn?
I'm also the middle.
I'm a firstborn. What? Really?
Yeah, I think it's a true thing. Well,
Yeah, tell me how you can tell.
firstborns are more, I think.
So, okay, what does that say about you guys?
Kind of.
No,
both middle. I
I just talked you into it. I talked you into
into
it.
this.
I didn't know you were middle child.
99er.
Right.
No, I think it's not. Oh, then the youngest.
Youngest is I think the youngest is kind of like
middle child syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have 3 boys, and so my middle one always says he's the dreaded middle child.
Dreaded? Is that what you say?
That's
about
what he
us? No.
says. That's what he says, and I always say he's my favorite.
That's what my dad says. You.
We are the favorite.
No, I'm just kidding.
Middle
I
kid,
don't know.
yeah. This is like each one's my favorites.
In the
It's
end-
like you're my
in the
favorite
end,
oldest kid,
Mhm.
my favorite youngest.
We play the long game, though.
Yes.
The parents eventually. I don't know.
No, that
That's
you know
our
what
game.
though. Okay, you guys, because I'm looking here at this screen that's dark, and everybody's out there listening to us.
Right on.
Hi, everybody. So
Yep.
I want to do the dun dun dun. We'll have a little thing for this, but the financial 15 because
Okay.
I want everybody to know that Ryan is a financial advisor. We don't need to say with who or anything because
Sure.
everything's just generic. What we're going to talk about for the next 15 minutes. Tina, you want to put a timer on this? So we're going to do 15 minutes of, because right now we have the holidays coming up.
Yeah.
People have a tendency to overspend, but here's what I want you to do is just some advice on how to best gear up for the holidays. And then you know what, if you overdo it, what's the best way to overcome that?
No, that's a.
Thank you. I thought so. That's why I asked it.
And it's so common. It's probably the biggest issue I've learned about myself.
Oh, wait, we need to stop for a
Yeah,
second.
sure.
About yourself. How long have you been a financial advisor?
19 years.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to ask that, everybody, because he knows what he's talking about. Now, okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's experience, but it's also my own. And I have no affiliation with.
Who's Dave Ramsey?
I don't know. Third largest radio personality, but
We will have to talk to him.
no, I can mention him. That's a very good program. I actually took his program, learned how to budget.
That's like be your own banker kind of deal, right?
It's just honestly, it's I thought it was
Budgeting.
cheesy personally. And I went to my church and did the course. It's like. I also thought, hey, I've been an advisor. Other people's money are successful for a decade and a half. So I took the class and was humbled because I did not even very. That's the advice. That one, but yeah, because I learned where my money was
Are they
going.
expensive, though?
No, this was, I think.
So people that aren't, right, so people that aren't good at budgeting, that might be kind of hard.
Kind of a class. Common sense that I all should learn in school, but for whatever reason, mine didn't.
No,
In fact,
you know what? Mom, don't listen, but I don't think you did either.
No.
No, but you know what, they need to bring back, I think, home ec. Because remember? Because
We had
Never heard of it. But, no, they should, basics like
check writing. Well, nobody writes a check anymore, but it's balancing your, do every once in a while. But everything you do online, but you still need to know what your balance is.
It's where
It's like you need to know. It's like, if I spend this, and this,
and
right?
now that it's automated, we don't have to balance it. I never did. I tried, and it never worked out.
No, you know what?
I just do
I'd look at it and just write the check anyway and go.
Right. But it's if you're conscious of what you're with your spouse and your family, that's where you get your paycheck. And here's a secret: you only have to do it to.
Right.
That's where you learn conversation.
Yeah.
And then you decide together. Here's what we're actually have what's called a fund eventually. it,
Not a sinking ship.
not as exactly.
Right.
You're throwing it overboard, but you're preparing for Christmas or Thanksgiving if you're going to go on a trip, and you're planning consciously with your partner, and you're actually, or you have the discipline.
Well, okay.
It doesn't last forever, but it's like 21 days to create a habit.
Mm-hmm.
You just first got to uncover that. Find out where your paycheck's going.
So, is there software?
Probably spending in
Yeah, I think there's software that you can go on and do that, right? Is there?
There is, and I'll tell you in my experience with, not including, I talked to
F word, 401k, get it?
technically
All right.
over the years, for free, and
Yes.
my current clients is
Free is
people's
another one.
stories. Technology, some people are really good at it, but I think it might be apt talking about, and do that. You should eventually do that, but to
Right.
start, I think you have to have pen and paper.
Write down.
Fill out your monthly, everything from giving to
Mm-hmm.
and your heating. You actually write all that out, and I'm not going to get into the details. It's just you
But,
gotta do
this
it.
is important to know.
People
want to know.
Nothing to lose. I didn't think I needed it. Not
Seriously,
my
well,
mortgage, but my other.
There's somebody else that does something similar off of Dave Ramsey's program, and what happened here? Oh, we have to get closer to the mic. Sorry, we have to get closer. Yes. Probably not me because I'm loud, but you need to get closer to the mic.
Yeah, mumble.
All right, Mumble.
There we
That's
go.
your new nickname. But so there's one where you can, if you really do it the right way, you can pay off your mortgage in like 9 years or less.
Yeah.
So by really looking at it, how do you do that? Like you said, after a couple months, you had your debt paid off?
Well, so it's
And that's where I want people, and I'm sorry,
yeah.
but this is where I want people to really pay attention, Ryan, is because now it's the holidays, we go overboard.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you recommend they do? Get, after the holidays, let's get people let's get back at it.
One thing would be to maybe try to spend cash. So when you're out and you see stuff you really weren't out there to go get, like a specific present, you're not tempted. Because things are going to be flashy right now.
Mm-hmm.
You leave the credit cards at home and you carry the cash. And worst case scenario, you have the time to drive home and think it over. Mm-hmm. And that's my first advice. That's probably the best thing.
But good to stick to your list.
Yeah,
I'm
list.
horrible at
Be
that because I'll be like,
intentional.
oh, look at that though.
Right.
That's part of that planning aspect. Be intentional and right.
All right, you know what I do too is I buy stuff for myself. I go, oh, I'm gonna get those earrings.
Yeah.
I can get some.
Well, one habit I created too is I'll pick up stuff along the year, free, or maybe I'm re-gifting. But I have a spot in my basement.
Yes.
I have a place in my basement. I'll put this stuff. Like my mom keeps wallets all the time. Stopped finally, but now a lot of people get wallets that I never actually opened up.
Wallets?
Yeah.
I don't think you can buy somebody a wallet.
Well,
A
my
wallet
nephews
is like
have a
a
lot
bag,
of
like a
wallets.
handbag. You know what's in your wallet. You know what you need. I have all these compartments, and then I have the business card compartment, and then I think wallets are first, and that's why.
I don't know. I've always gotten wallets for the kids.
Really?
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
the
get a
kids-
nice one.
Yeah, they never complain.
Just secret compartments, you know.
They never complain, especially if you put money.
Never
in them.
complain.
Yeah, I never did that.
Maybe I should
Mom.
stop doing that.
I leave the tag
like
on
mine.
there. So
Yeah, I don't mind getting a wallet. That's all right. That's all right.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so, all right. What else? That was your first, and we just took
Randomness.
areas.
Ding ding.
Number 2, so cash, be intentional with a list. That was
Yes.
yours. I like that,
Thank
number
you.
2. Another thing I would do would be before the end of the year is really to kind of spend that time to clean up your balance. Technicalism.
Balance sheet.
Well, look at your spending for throughout the year and maybe plan for the next year consciously. And that's a good time to make a budget. Is
For the next
November
year.
and December. Yeah.
I like that.
Years coming up.
Budget your next year.
There's
Sure.
a big change in the taxes, and essentially for most people what it means is instead of deducting like mortgage interest, most people are now going to take larger standard, which something that if you have a tax professional, contact at this point, or be proactive and contact your accountant or see. Ask what you need to do. Hopefully they're wise and prepared. That would be a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. But that's something to do. And then you're also litmus testing your tax professional. Start changing and time to right professional.
So what do you think about, speaking of tax professionals, how many people use their tax return as a savings account?
Oh.
What do you think of that? I mean, people get so excited. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Return. I'm going to buy TV. Go on vacation.
Oh,
well,
you know how
okay.
guilty?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm guilty too.
Oh.
We're kind of like this. Is we like to splurge. I think more. We're
not as
we're,
loud as me.
I
loud,
mumble. I mumble.
I
Yeah,
think
we're
you
louder.
just have that radio.
Booming.
You
I'm
have that.
booming.
Booming.
We're gonna make Ryan boom.
Let me
Ryan,
try.
boom.
Let me try.
Boom, Ryan. Boom.
All right, here I go. Give me a box here. All right. No, I drop a beat.
Do you need a beat?
A beat.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Something to do with taxes and presents.
Taxes. How we save
Santa
our money
Yeah.
with our tax returns.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Not many people save. It's important. We all hear this to have, 2 to 6 months. They say 3 to 6 months of expenses, and that's not like your paycheck. A lot of people think it's your income,
Right.
but really your expenses to be prepared. So yeah, I mean, if you're not at that level, most
Right.
people aren't. I would definitely dedicate that money to it because we have this. I remember having this feeling, but it's going to disappear anyway, so I might as well use it on what I want.
Yep.
And if you take a budget, if you look and are conscious about what comes in and goes out, you lose that fear and you now have control of every dollar. So then you're not having that mentality. And that's the first step. It keeps coming back to that. Cheers. We're
Cheers.
drinking Moscow Mules. I must have hit
Moscow
a point.
Mules, yes.
So how many points do we were at? 3?
3, yes. I think so many times that as far as, the finances go, like parents,
Mm-hmm.
have 3 boys. You guys have both between the 2 of you that you don't know, about yet,
Most
right?
likely, yes. That makes,
You just don't know
statistically.
it. Okay, I've got 3 that I know of. But as parents, I do, like you said, I think it's our responsibility
Mm-hmm.
as adults. Financial literacy is something because the whole athlete part of things. When we're talking to them, because 78% of athletes are broke within 5 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, so but we all have to 78. 78. So what I think we need to just like really put the word out there with the holidays. Don't do it. I think people should really look at experiences more than the actual. But our society is.
Well, it's that delay of immediate gratification. I've been hearing that buzzword around lately, and it makes sense. And I didn't learn that from anybody. So, but when you can see it on paper,
Yep.
and that's why I use pencil eraser, because stuff's variable.
Or
your
cash.
heat, and then you use cash when you leave the house. Those things combined, you start to get more emotional.
Right.
When you hand someone a credit card, there's no real. You hand someone $150 in cash. It's hard to let go of that 100 and that 50. Yeah,
Think of it.
that's one thing too, is using cash. But you hit something on the
Nobody
head.
carries cash.
If you have children, it's the best time, I think, to Teach them about these principles.
Take them Christmas shopping.
And if you've noticed,
Right?
our parents
Here's your
had...
money.
Yeah.
Here's the amount of
budget,
money
give
you
them a
have.
test.
You know, you've got 5 people to buy for. Here's $100.
Good idea.
Perfect. Yep.
And
Early training for
Well, it seems like our
Oh,
grandparents were real. They used envelopes and they had cash only, and they
Right.
had envelopes where they would delegate
I
their
could get $5
And
in
then-
the card. It was always so cool.
right. And then our parents were the baby boomers that had the spoils of war and blew
Yeah,
up
my mom
Wall
gives me
Street and Washington.
Does she?
Greedy,
well, no,
greedy.
one present's in check.
I was
It's a
getting
check form, which is really weird. And then another $100 I get for my birthday. It's in cash. I never even really thought about that.
For one
Same.
gift, like cash for one gift.
She gives me $100 for Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Oh.
So one's in cash, one's in check.
Christmas,
I
Tina.
never thought about that. Christmas Carol. Actually, that's my middle name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That is so cute.
That and she grew up in
I'll
a
be her
manger.
birthday present.
She still sleeps in one. Anyway,
Anti-major.
yeah. Well, we're off the Finance 15. I think that summed up.
So, everybody, the Financial 15, because this Friday, Black Friday,
Yes.
and
This Friday?
it is this Friday.
Oh yeah.
So, when you think about going out, shopping,
Yeah.
or doing Cyber Monday, all that,
That's
keep
neat.
that. Cyber Monday,
That's
obviously,
alright.
you're not going to use cash. You know what? Just be really mindful and just have that list. Know who you're going to buy for. Set limits.
Mm-hmm.
Set limits because I'm horrible. I go crazy, and I forget. And I buy stuff. And
Oh, you
I think-
forget? Oh, no.
yeah, and then I'll go, oh yeah, that's right, because I'll hide it, and then I'll find it and go, that's right, I did already get that. Oh well, now I got to make it. So I got to get something else and instead of just not giving it. I'm horrible at it.
Mindful shopping.
Yes, like
That-
mindful chewing.
Mindful cyber shopping.
And mindful eating.
Yes.
Mindful sleep.
That is a great concept. Mindful.
Is that in the now, or is that more advanced?
That is the new.
That's
That's
the new.
The new.
I need to buy more CDs.
But yeah, so everybody, Financial 15, make sure you look up a budget. Always, I've got more information that you can get from Mr. Ryan Bodin, but contact me at Hall of Fame Financial, 877-941-5273. Call me at Hall of Fame Financial, and I can get you more information. Mr. Bodin.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so I think that was about 15 minutes of Financial 15.
God, it seemed like
Anyway,
an hour and
I
a half.
know, right? That was painful.
That was great.
I talked myself to
Mindful
sleep.
Talking about
shopping.
being all responsible.
Yeah.
All that.
It's exciting.
Speaking
Sexy.
of responsible, so
Sexy
first, when's the first time you two met?
We've known each
Over
other.
15 years. Around
What?
15 years.
15 years? That's another F word.
That's an F word.
Ding ding.
How did you meet?
Really? Should I tell those? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I walked into Old Chicago. Ooh, that was loud. Old Chicago,
In Uptown. I
uptown.
remember.
When it was there, it's
Yeah.
gone now. And
Is it?
Yep. I was walking through the bar, looked to my left, and there was a table of about 8 guys. Tina, wearing this bright yellow dress.
All right.
It was brown. You always say that.
Oh.
It was brown.
And she was colorblind.
It was a brown dress. We remember this differently. It was brown.
Oh, funny.
I don't think
Who
I've
knows?
ever remembered old and yellow dress.
Blue
For
or
now.
brown or yep.
It was brown. Anyway, what?
It was a dress.
It was
so
a
you got
dress.
that
It
right.
was- yes.
Good.
Definitely it was a
She was
dress.
wearing a dress.
And it was Tina.
It was it short?
She was sitting down, but yes, probably.
Hey.
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
it was.
She was sitting down. I don't remember that. You were standing
No,
up
it was
later.
like medium. It was halfway between my knees and my. Wait, my hips.
Okay.
Like
Ah.
right there.
That could
But
be
it
So
was
it was
either
mid-thigh.
summer.
mid-thigh.
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 Mid
Yes.
thigh. Okay.
Well,
Mid
So when
thigh,
you looked
brown,
over at this
yellowish
table-
dress. I looked over. I walked to
and saw who you did not
by
know
the
was
way,
Tina yet.
I was with my other friend Cassie,
Another girl.
and I just turned to my left, and I don't know what I did. Cassie just went straight up, but I had to walk over to Tina and compliment her. I think I complimented her in. She says I complimented her on her dress.
no, you just said you were very beautiful.
Oh.
And he actually said,
Ryan.
I'm with that girl over there, and he pointed out Cassie. Wait, like
Yeah.
at his table sitting down.
So
She
we
didn't
were
walk away.
walking. She was walking to have a cigarette.
I remember it that way.
Oh. Well, then I turned around and left.
And
He
then,
said, I'm with that girl, though.
Yeah.
no, he's like, I'm
You do a
here,
whole
he's my
show
friend.
about that.
That's how I remember it.
Something like that.
Okay,
and
so
then later,
What happened then?
we
Then we exchanged numbers at
Yeah.
the end of the night.
And how long did it take you to call her?
about
It took
12 hours or 24
No,
hours.
it took
I
like-
tried to wait 36 hours.
It would have took like a week, maybe.
Yeah, I waited
Week
the
and a half.
obligatory, doubled it. I don't
Now
know.
we're best friends.
Now we're best friends.
After.
F
Ding,
word. Ding,
Okay.
ding. Yeah.
And
Yes.
So, did you date though? Is that how you started, or you just became friends, or did you hang out, or all of the above?
We definitely tried to date, I'd say.
it is what it was. It was what it was. And
Yeah.
yeah, I
But
think
sometimes
we
you're
were
better
dating.
friends.
Yeah, I think we were dating, and then now we're just.
Yeah.
It evolved,
But, I mean-
and we got to know each other. Freaking ever.
Yeah, we're
and-
like, wow, we can't stand apart each
Aw.
other.
I
Eat
pissed
each
him
other.
off. No,
We
I'm just
can't
kidding.
stand to be apart each
We
other.
can't stand each other. No, I'm just kidding.
We can't stand each other to be apart.
Yeah,
No,
we're
we've just
inseparable.
been great friends.
We're
and
very good friends.
inseparable.
Very good friend.
We have our own sign language. We finish each other's
You do it, see?
shit. Oops!
You
Ding,
guys
ding,
can't
ding.
see.
Sorry.
Make sure everything's going.
I was
No,
gonna-
yeah, so that's how we met.
Sandwiches.
And,
Late.
Sandwich.
next,
We finished- Finish each other's
Okay.
subways.
So,
Subway.
what was your first? Speaking of Subway, what was your first
Yeah.
job?
yeah.
Yeah.
I worked at a movie theater. I was a concession stand cashier.
Okay.
I was 16.
So you got to see free movies.
Yes. And I got to see the movie before the debut, the night before. Oh, like, yeah. That was cool.
What was your first job?
I was a dishwasher at a seafood restaurant.
What seafood restaurant?
So I got to lick some of the best food.
Ew, you did. Please tell me.
No,
What was your first job?
I'm joking.
My
That's
first,
disgusting.
my first job
She's
was
great.
cleaning offices. Thanks for thinking of me. I appreciate that. So yeah, I always ask everybody else. So my first job was cleaning offices at Cargill.
Oh,
And you guys, I was 14.
with
The
all
summer
the
was
green
turning
on the floor.
15. Yeah, but I was making $5 an hour, and this is. And man,
Wow.
I was
that's
just like,
cool.
if I knew then what I know now, and I would have saved half of it.
Right.
But no, because my parents wouldn't buy me the clothes that I wanted because I went to Minnetonka.
Mm.
So you had to dress a certain way. So I had to go the foursome F word.
Oh yeah. Force
Why is
ding,
that?
ding.
You get my Docksiders.
Yeah.
You get, all the clothes from the foursome
You
that I had
worked
to
for all
get.
your clothes.
Your polos,
I worked,
your
yes.
scarf,
Yeah, you
So I
weren't
started working when I was
anything.
your boat
14.
shoes,
Good
My boat
lesson.
shoes.
the blue and white.
I did. But
Those
don't
bows.
think
Shoes, what are...
Don't think
They're the
Docksiders.
skipperettes.
Yeah.
I have
Skipperettes.
no idea what these people are talking about. What are those?
So
I don't even
no,
know.
but you know what? So don't be thinking that I was all that responsible. Okay, I don't want you to get the wrong idea about me. So learn
No, I'm
this.
thinking you were very responsible.
Oh
Like, you
hell
were-
no! Hell no! I have always been very strategic.
Really.
My ex-husband always called it manipulative,
Huh.
but I was always very
Tomato,
strategic.
tomato.
And so I would say, Mom and Dad, I have to work, because we worked at Cargill and there was like 2 shifts, like 5 to 9 or 5 till 1 in the morning,
Ooh,
right?
second shift.
So we'd say, oh, we're all going to work until 1. Well, we didn't.
So tomorrow we worked until 9, and we went out and partied.
Oh, that's a good.
Brilliant.
That's
Brilliant.
like high
Of
school
course.
job 101.
Oh,
too.
I
exactly.
did nothing in high school. So
What?
when I was in college. I went crazy.
Oh
But
my
anyway, that's a
God,
whole
no.
other story.
See, and I
No partying in high school.
I-
I was focused.
was, yeah.
Really?
I got suspended twice.
Ooh.
I went
For
to a
what?
Christian school.
What
got
did you
suspended
do?
in 10th grade, another time in 11th grade.
Can
Then
we,
I had to go to Minnetonka High School for 12th grade.
what'd you do?
See, I was...
Let me guess.
Yes.
I don't even
Let's
know.
play it, make
What
a
do you
game
think I
out.
would do? Yeah.
Can we make a
I
game out of
what
this?
would get Kathy kicked out of a Christian school?
Oh, boys.
A short skirt.
Boys?
Wait.
A short skirt.
I don't know. Wait, let me think.
You can't even wear a skirt.
Cigarettes?
Oh, they all wear short skirts.
Oh, cigarettes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, so it's me and these two girls. I won't name them.
Yeah. We
I
got
could.
Yeah.
But,
we guess.
so we were driving to
Alright,
school.
good.
So I'm in 10th grade.
Warning.
It was so a 10th grader, an 11th grader, and a 12th grader. Now our school
Oh.
was so small.
Yeah.
It was like the senior. There was only 3 seniors. It was
Whoa.
120 students to 12th grade. Really small
wow,
private school.
that's tiny.
So we
Montessori.
come driving in, and we're all smoking in the car.
Mm.
We were running late, and we had chapel. So we go running out of her car,
Billy Joel.
get into chapel, sit down, and we smoke.
What song
And
was
somebody
playing?
told on us.
Yeah, George.
In the
That's
chapel.
like, and so they went in her car. I'm not saying your name, Nance. So they went in her car
Mhm.
and found cigarettes in her glove compartment, and we were really pissed.
How old were you?
I was in 10th grade.
Big
And we're
How
not
old
going,
is that?
we're like, stay out of our car.
Yeah.
It's like 14 years old, 15.
Oh,
Like,
what are
stay
you
out of our
smoking
car.
for?
No, cigarettes.
Back then, though.
Horrible.
I
Back
mean,
then
when
it
we
was
grew up, that
so
was
cool.
yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
But-
did it.
Yeah, so
You ever hear
we
that,
got
Dylan?
we got kicked out for 3
Horrible.
days, and then we had to come back to school, and we had to apologize to the whole school
Oh wow,
for
that's
like
kind of
we had
harsh.
to, as they said, we had to repent.
Oh no!
Okay, so then the next year,
Confess your sins to everybody.
right? And so then the next year, I got suspended all by my own self.
Yeah. Okay.
I did good. It's like
What'd
I
you
didn't
do?
have to worry about anybody else. Did it
Nice.
myself. So I was invited to go to a George Thorogood concert.
Ooh.
Okay, so I was going to go to this concert.
I
It was
drink
a school
alone.
night, and that's the guy that sings
Yeah. I think I drink alone.
"I Drink Alone."
Yeah.
All by myself.
All by myself.
I like it already.
Oh yeah. It's
But
great.
so
Sounds really
I was going to go with all guys
yeah.
to the George Thorogood concert, and my parents said
Awesome.
no. Go
Yeah.
figure. Whatever.
Just
So
don't
it was
understand.
snowing that night, and I threw on my little docksiders that I bought at the foursome.
Docksiders.
That
Awesome.
I threw those on, no coat, ran out, jumped in the van,
Uh-huh.
right? And we drive all the way out to St. Paul, and we 19 to get in.
Oh.
So
How
we're
old were
like,
you then?
damn it! I was 14, 15.
Whoa.
Ding ding ding
15.
ding ding.
15. No, I'm
F
sorry.
words.
I was 16 because
Okay.
I could drive then. So we all decided we turn back, and I'm like, I'm already in trouble. Let's stay out and party. Right? Because I snuck out of the house because my parents told me no, and because it was a school night and a blizzard, you're not going anywhere.
Wait. This is the second time
blizzard.
about how you got suspended.
Welcome to
The second
Sorry about-
suspension,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
So I snuck out of the house, tried to go to the concert,
In a
couldn't
blizzard.
get in a blizzard,
Oh.
stayed out,
I'm
and
just thinking, what does
and
this
we
have to
went
do
down
with
by
school?
Lake Minnewaska.
Next day.
Mhm.
Went down by Lake Minnewaska
yeah.
to go smoke pot.
Ah.
Sorry, I did. 11th
Almost
grade,
legal.
horrible. But
Retroactive.
and we're drinking beers and everything. And we pulled down this private beach. My friend, he's like, "Oh, we're not going to be able to get back up the driveway." So we're backing up, and we got stuck down there.
Oh.
Stuck overnight
In
in a blizzard in a van, no cell phones. We're down there. I don't even have a coat because
Yeah.
I snuck out.
Oh, crap.
We're just like in the van, just like.
Oh, it
And for
sucks.
some reason, my dad in his little yellow Volkswagen came
Found?
driving by at like 6 in the morning, and
Yeah, I just
No
happened to be
way.
so
driving
he's
by.
like all over, nowhere where
No,
he
that's
would go.
crazy though.
So found us,
Cool.
and so I have not slept all night.
Mhm.
My parents said, "You're still going to school, and you're going to work tonight." Because I
Yep.
worked at Target.
Same.
Did you know Target in St. Louis Park was the second Target in the world? They
Oh,
called it T2.
I didn't realize that, but that doesn't
That's
surprise
the one,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
One, I have to look it up.
Ridgedale. I think it was Ridgedale or Edina. It's either
Probably.
Southdale or Ridgedale.
Yeah,
Probably.
the first one.
I don't know. That was first.
But yeah, so anyway, so I have to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
No sleep. Partied, and I'm like, I don't feel well because I partied all night. Yeah, I am already in
Sleep
trouble,
deprived.
right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So my parents were 5. I drove to school. I got to school, went into chapel. F this. I could have said the F word.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody expect me to, but I'm like, F this. I'm not staying. I wanted to go hang out with my friends
Yeah.
and get the van unstuck.
Awesome.
So then I just walked out of school.
School.
I just walked out after I had already
Yeah.
shown.
I remember my first time doing that.
Oh,
You
I
were
was
sleep
18.
deprived.
I remember I was 18 and I was like, wait a
That's
minute.
awesome.
why am I here?
And then my dad happened to call the school that day. It's like, what's up with these fathers? Like,
What, right? I know they have these little radars on it. Or something.
right. I was 18
But yeah, so
and I knew my power, and I'm like, what? I am out of here.
Right? Yeah. No, they can't keep me here. I'm an adult. No. So I walked out. I went over and hung out with my friends while they got the van unstuck. Then I went and I had to go to work at Target. And they called my parents. The school called my parents the very next day to go with my dad. Now we weren't allowed to wear jeans.
At Catholic school?
It was a Christian school, not
Christian
denominational.
school. Okay. Mhm.
But we weren't allowed to wear jeans.
Did you have a uniform?
And on Wednesdays, no, but on Wednesdays we had to wear dresses.
Mm.
So no, so I went for opening at chapel. So I went for opening and went upward. Sorry,
Ding ding.
mark it. Sorry, I said it. So then I had to go because
Mhm.
I just couldn't. I was too cool.
Then you got
Right on.
suspended.
So then I had to go the next day, and I showed up in jeans to go see the headmaster.
Okay.
Not just a principal,
That sounds like a
headmaster.
Catholic school.
Ooh.
Right?
Headmaster, yeah.
Yeah. So my dad took me in, and I go, I hate this place. F you. Good. Does this mean I get to be kicked out?
Ah,
A little,
nice.
little
Does
rebellious.
this mean I get to be kicked out?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. 'Cause
Wow.
I wanted to go to public school now, because now I hung out with the public school kids, and they're way cooler.
Yeah. Be
So that's how I
thankful
got-
about the education.
And now we know you're more likely to
Us
get
public school.
hired. Courage and being a little unique and
Yes,
bucking the system. You're more valuable in the corporate.
I'm more like, hey, what about that?
We don't want to tell kids all the kids that though.
No,
They kind of
don't.
they already think that now.
Right?
No, they're good.
No, so that's what happened. That's why I got kicked out of school. And
Mhm.
so then said I was out for 3 days. And after 3 days, I came back. I'm like, I still hate this place. And so they said, here's 2 more days. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
good with that.
you hard-boiled eggs. It was a cool ham.
What did your parents say?
You know, they were
They
happy.
made you go back, and then you got suspended. Like,
Listen.
were they just stumped? Like, what are we
I
gonna
don't
do
even
with
know
her?
how you handle a kid like me.
You were
How
not
horrible.
that bad. No,
No.
that's not even.
Oh no, I was.
No, I say just left.
I think everyone
I skipped all the
relatively
time.
was bad.
I was mouthy.
I even had kind of nerdy, quote-unquote, friends that felt like they'd just disappointed their parents, and they felt worse
Oh,
than I ever
really?
did when I did something horrible in front of my parents. Yeah, it's all relative.
I went to high
We all
school
have
like
an
doing
experience.
everything for them.
That's what I'm
Like,
talking
I got
about.
the straight A's
See,
for them.
and
Well,
aren't you,
I
man?
actually liked seeing the A's on my report. I was
Wow.
doing it for them, and I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't
that's a
really thinking
problem.
about, oh my god, what. That's like for my parents.
Kind of a good
Is it
methodology.
because you're a middle child
though.
though, so it gave you more attention?
I think it's the culture I was
Oh.
brought up.
Oh,
And-
Tell me about-
train you
I want
over
to hear
there.
about your culture.
yeah.
Actually, no, no. Which
But
I don't want to
sure,
talk
so-
about.
Okay, well,
literally.
tell me about your parents.
What would you like to know?
So how old were they when they moved? No, they moved here when you were born. So they were
I
older.
3 years
don't. My
old.
mom will not.
Or 5.
I don't know their ages.
Okay. Really?
I
I
don't.
do,
Wow.
No, you?
kind of.
Yeah, I know prox.
Your dad's about 71. Your mom's about.
All that.
I might be a little.
Oh, I should have told my mom.
And
Oh my
your
God.
dad was well, he was a doctor. Well, a doctor.
He is a doctor.
He is
has
a doctor.
His doctorate in
But he
philosophy.
spoke around. They came to America
Oh, yeah. So
because he
very-
came to speak. I was a speaker.
No. He came for his.
Oh, okay.
Like for
Well,
our
and then
students.
happened to speak to colleges, to doctorate students.
You're mumbly. You need to talk
Oh.
more into there.
Yeah.
Brian. That's you know
Tina.
why? What's in your mouth?
How did you know that?
A little jaw. I know that because I listen. And your mom is a nurse, but she's like
Yes,
the
she's a
head
nurse.
nurse.
She
Uh-huh.
works at Bethesda. Works
Joyce.
at a rehabilitation
She's listening.
hospital.
I don't just kidding.
I didn't tell her.
She's probably working right now.
Yeah.
Are you an auntie?
No. My sister has no children.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's so hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
Hard. I'm not an auntie either.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm an aunt. I have
Where's that
5.
question
Ryan.
come from, though?
I have 7 nephews
I'm
and a niece.
random.
Are you an aunt? I was like, huh?
That was kind of random.
I know, right? That's an F-word family.
It would have been weirder if you said, "Are
I'm
you
not
an
an aunt,
aunt?"
so I'm always like jealous.
Spontaneously.
No, I want to be an aunt. I don't.
How are you
Oh.
not an aunt?
My brother doesn't have any kids.
But
That makes sense.
you have
3 boys. I'm a mom.
You could be
okay.
grandmother to an aunt.
I could be an auntie grandmother.
Step
Second, no.
aunt. I mean, 'cause-
so I can
no,
only
if
be, I can
your
only be an aunt
if
my brother
your
has kids.
if your son
Which
has
he's
a
not.
child and that child
Grand-
is a grandchild and female, and then he has a child who has a child, then you'd be the grandmother to an aunt. And she's also
No, what?
We're talking about aunts. Not grandmothers
We're not
to
in
aunts.
Kentucky, honey.
I'm writing this
He's
down.
thinking
Kentucky. No, that's a
But you're an
legit
uncle.
thing.
So
your
how many-
brother.
I'm
your son.
I'm my own
My
uncle.
brother.
Oh, there. No. Your sons are not married.
No.
So once they become married, if they
Your
have,
mother-in-law.
if they
Then
have,
she'd be
Why
a
is this so
mother-in-law.
I'm not having a hard time
Let's
with
grab
it.
a whiteboard out and
Aunts
a
Okay.
marker here.
Aunts?
So,
So it's like, okay.
so you
So
have
what-
no sister.
a bird and a bee in the forest.
Oh my god!
Never
Here's the
mind.
first.
I'm not
I've
talking.
never had the
I'm
birds
not
and bees
talking.
time.
Oh!
Neither did-
No,
oh,
How
I did.
confused are those
I never
boys?
did.
It was 2 seconds.
My
I still
gosh,
don't know
they're
what
in
to do with all of
college
them.
now.
It was 2
You
seconds.
screwed up. Now you're not going to be at a.
No, because
They're probably humping a tree right now,
No.
not knowing, looking for honey.
Okay.
Okay. So wait.
Trying
so
to tap in. Anyway,
birds
got a little
and the
bit
bees.
deep there.
We're
As
all over the place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Topic. Birds and
So-
the bees.
First.
long as they don't jump out of a window.
So the first time you had the birds and the bees talk.
Yeah, this is the first time. Go on.
No, I haven't had that. So you need to give me the birds and bees.
Well, that's
I don't know
interesting.
it.
Have you ever seen a Woody Woodpecker? Can you imagine? That's the
Woody-
bird. Are you sure you want me to tell the story? Oh,
Woody Woodpecker.
So the Woody Woodpecker show. No, there was a bird one time. The bee. You know what's interesting though?
I never
Right
understood why
now
a bird and a
is
bee
the
though.
season.
Birds and bees don't get together.
The flowers
I
are
don't know.
closing up and all the bees are running for the hills. That's what's going on.
These are
So
actually
they're
going
they're being
extinct.
deflowered.
They're being.
Oh!
Hey! Cheers to that. No.
Okay.
So right now, all the bears. Or did we switch to bears? They're going into
Birds and bees.
hibernation.
No, why
Oh,
is it
bees.
Birds and bees.
though?
Don't bees hibernate though? Kind of. They
I
try to
don't know.
grab a bird and they try to get warm
Everybody.
together,
So
Bees
this
make
is why-
honey, they
For the
protect
winter.
their
This is why-
and they
queen,
make their honey.
and they have honeycombs and they create them.
I don't know. Google.
Little
Yeah.
baby bees.
Google.
And then birds.
Wait. I think we should Google birds.
Birds and bees.
What's that? Google half bird, half bee, baby.
So, wait.
A bumble pecker.
Because bumble pecker.
Stay away from those. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, birds. And bees. The birds and the bees. Okay.
It's the B word show.
So I want to know. Wait, that's a. Why is it Apple Music?
Let's think about this. Let's try and figure it out. Let's come up with all the funny.
I tell
Like,
my
birds and bees.
children the Goldilocks story. When
The three bears.
Let them figure it out.
So yeah, because it's like, well, young Kathy.
SpongeBob.
my dad
You
never-
got
My
no
dad.
talk. Your mom, no talk at all throughout life. She never said
I don't
anything.
mean that. Maybe I mentally blocked it.
Maybe
I was so
maybe it
grossed
was
out.
from.
Like, ew.
I'm pretty
Come
sure.
on, ick.
Yeah, that'd be.
I was.
I remember
okay,
my
speaking of
mom
first,
telling me the
Speaking
story.
of first, okay, and birds and bees. My
This is
first.
my dad. Your dad doesn't give it to you, does he? Or is it? Or
My mom.
Both of them.
My
Like,
mom brought me into the
My
room
mom,
one day,
yeah.
into her bedroom. It was the middle of the day, I remember that. And she's like kind of nervous, and I'm like, oh my god, is something
No,
wrong?
you told me something different, you liar.
Nope, this is the story. And
You
she
told me.
pulled out a book.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I remember this was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
No, I was like 14. And by that point, I didn't want to tell her, but I was about to narc on my dad's porn collection 5 years earlier. And here's my mom, like, showing me this book that's in cartoons, like 4 years or 3 years too late, at least. And I didn't know what to do. I just sat there and I like, hurry up and get this over with in my mind. And then she finally just stopped and looked at me and just like, I don't know what happened. Are you okay with, my mom, I know this is ridiculous.
I never had the
I'm
talk
41
with my
years
boys.
old.
My mom looked me in the eye and said, "You now know that if you have sex without protection on, you're going to get pregnant." And that was
With a
it.
giant
And I was like,
dick.
"Yes!" I was like, "Yes!" And I was like, "Shut up!" And then
How old were you?
And then she was just like, "This is when I got my period."
Oh,
Sorry.
so like a month ago?
I was.
How old were you?
I don't know what that
16,
means.
I think. Yeah, I was 16.
Oh, okay.
And she's like,
16.
you now know that if you
Really?
have sex without protection, you will get pregnant. That was it.
Oh.
That was
That
my
was
birds
a-
and bees. I was like,
not
yes!
Oh, this, yes.
Okay, what is the birds and bees talk?
Yeah, what is this story?
That's what I'm looking at. What
Is
is
there a
birds and bees?
story?
It has nothing to do
There's
with
nothing
birds
to
or bees.
Google
It
it.
just means of examples,
Yeah, it's a
like a
code
mix
word.
of boy and girl.
And when you have
Oh,
younger
really?
siblings, it's a code word. Like, are you going to tell Harold, the oldest boy in
It
front
is cold.
about the birds and the bees?
It
And
is cold.
the
So kids
8-year-old
will have
is
no
like,
idea.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell them about where baby, you know what I mean? And the other, the younger ones are, what is
I just don't know how you talk. So,
Where did that derive from? But
well, okay, so here's my philosophy. Here's the thing. The bees collect the
I knew
honey.
you'd know this answer.
And the bees
He knows
have a
everything.
long nose, and they go to this flower, and the flower's beautiful, and it's open, and it's they
you're
go.
being
la, la, la.
deflowered. I said it already.
That's it. And then they go and they stick their nose with
Their
honey,
stinger.
and
That's
they
their stinger.
put the honey in there, and they try to
And then they
flatter
stick
the
their-
flower.
And
the
then
flower
they stick their stinger
goes,
on you, and
"Get
then
out of
they
here! There's
die.
another bee in line."
No, then
And
the
then
bees
that
carry
bee-
the pollen. The
If
bees
you
carry
stick
the
your
pollen.
stinger in somebody, you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's the
Don't
No,
do it.
I think the
That's
bees
actually
carry
a
the
hornet.
pollen.
a bumblebee.
And do
can,
something with it, right?
and you're right. If you do
It's a
that,
sunflower.
you'll die.
For
I think it's all about a sunflower.
The birds and the
I
bees
know.
land in the flowers, and the pollen gets stuck on them,
On their feet.
and then they spread them to other flowers that
flowers.
get pollinated.
Mm-hmm.
That's how sex
That's
works
what
in
I
the
meant.
I think the
flower
bees
world.
carry the pollen,
The birds
right?
and the bees do, because the birds will fly on them too.
Yeah, they get
Oh,
it
like
on
little
their beaks
hummingbirds.
and their feet.
Well, honeybird.
Yeah, I
But
do
bees
too.
are like the main spreader of pollen.
They're like
Bees,
pollen.
yeah.
So pollen's kind of like an STD.
It's
In a sense.
exactly like
Because
an,
they're-
No,
They
it's
land
kind
on
of
it.
like
it's
Well, it's like sex.
It's a sexually transmitted Darwinism.
It's a sexually transmitted pregnancy.
Yeah.
It is.
it's yeah,
Because
yeah.
you're making
Yeah,
other
well, the
flowers.
bees
with
You're
should
pollen.
you're
Mates.
deflowering,
Yeah.
and pollinating,
We should arrest all those
Pollinated.
damn bees.
not pollute.
So that would be-
pollination.
That's sick.
Another F word called
Yeah.
fertilization, folks.
It is.
Continue.
It's that time of year.
Yes. to fertilize.
Well, that's the smell in Minneapolis. Everyone's questioning on Facebook.
What are you talking
So-
about?
Alex
What?
said that way. It's like, why
What
does it smell
happened?
like
What,
poop?
I went to St.
I don't like
Olaf
these
for college. I went to St. Olaf, Northfield, Minnesota, and it stunk horribly.
Like poop.
Like poop.
Like manure?
Like manure.
Yeah.
And it was in the beginning of this school year, and someone, because they're all farm kids, can I say
Yes.
that? F word, ding, ding,
F-word
ding.
farm.
So all these farm brats, no, I'm joking, these beautiful farm children, they went to school with me, and they're
Children of the corn.
yes, and they grew corn, and so they told me about the birds and the bees, and they also said this. They said that manure, basically, they spray all the fields with fertilizer, aka the S word, poop. And then it freezes because they're so good at. They have the almanac, right? These guys are like know exactly when it's going to freeze. Farmer's almanac.
They had it
spray,
down to a
and then all of a sudden, God sneezes. It warms up a little bit, and
Warms
it
up.
just stinks.
That's yes.
And it's a thawing out of the fertilizer. Oh,
Oh my god.
and that's in. You know what? It's poop. Every time you breathe in, you
Cow poop though.
you breathe in a little bit
It
of
is cow
Benjamin
poop, isn't
Franklin's
it?
poop
It's
particles.
it's cattle.
Yeah.
Cow manure.
Yeah.
It's all cows, right?
No, chicken poop.
Goats.
They use a
chicken.
lot of. They use
There's
all the waste.
There's a book that I read.
They recycle the farm waste in the liquid spray.
Kind of like the permafrost.
Everybody poops, including
Everyone poops.
farmers.
So, like a one hump camel
Yep.
has a one hump poop. Two hump
Is that the
camel.
book? I never
Yes,
actually
it's in
got
the
past
What are
the
you guys
cover.
talking about?
I was
The
laughing and
everyone
pooping
poops
so
book.
hard.
It's like,
The what?
Everybody poops. It's like
it's a book.
people
it's a
have it
lesson
in like
book.
right by their like
My
the
kids
toilet
loved
reading
reading.
Oh, really?
rack.
I've
Oh,
never
they
read
loved
it.
reading it.
Oh,
never
birds,
read it.
worms even poop.
Yes.
I never read
Birds
it.
poop.
I never said girls
Dogs
poop.
poop.
So when I was in
What are you talking
after
about?
I was in
We don't-
college,
What is he talking about?
I had
I
no
know, right?
idea. I had no idea.
I had a,
So this
No,
girl,
go
I'm
on.
dating this girl, and I walk into the bathroom,
Oh.
and I had no idea
She's
because
not-
my mom
She
didn't
wasn't a
poop.
girl. Don't
That
do
book should have
No.
covered all
We don't do
species.
that.
Women,
We're the only species. that
And I-
We don't. Oh, I
asexual for
remember
Can I tell
like
you,
being
it's
younger. That's like you just can't.
I feel the
it's like
flowers.
yes.
Flowers
Oh.
come.
I would get
Pouring from the
constipated
earth.
before I would ever poop around.
Right? I have a
Or at
separate
school.
bathroom downstairs, and like
Let's
girls.
change the subject.
Girls
I know,
would
right?
leave
How
for a
about
day.
that?
Subjects.
Let's talk about
Cheers.
politics.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so we talk about religion, race, or politics.
Neither. And
I know, either
no,
or.
Right.
How about
How
another
about
F word?
another F word
F word.
like
Well, we talked about family and friends and fun.
First.
Fertilizer.
And
No,
first.
actually, you know what?
First,
Fun. What do you like to do for fun?
Yes,
Me?
perfect.
I really like a good game of billiards.
Cool. I don't get it.
Really?
I mean, I get it,
To
but
me,
it's
the
boring.
at it.
It's the oldest
It's just boring.
competitive
I suck at it.
sport on the planet.
I think I suck at it.
Two
I don't even
tribes.
know. I don't even
If I
care.
was good at it,
was
I'd
just not
probably
fun.
like it, but I'm not good at it.
How's
so I
that
don't like it.
fun?
Two tribes.
Explain to me.
So
It's-
is that what you? Okay, so if you were
Yeah.
to, okay, thing to
That's
do.
the first thing that came to his mind. Like,
Billiards.
billiards
yeah,
really.
naked
You're
billiard
boring.
billiards.
No, okay, here we go.
in Vegas at the Bunny Ranch. I don't even know
Whoa.
what that is.
Yeah,
I'm just.
My mind.
You said.
And all of a sudden it's like Q and balls, a little bit different intonation.
That's horrible. No, billiards.
Then. Tina, what do you like to do for fun?
Okay, fun. What comes to my mind? Dancing.
Nice
At the
club
Bunny Ranch.
or at home
Anywhere.
or-
Any
On a
place,
table?
anywhere,
Pool table?
anytime. A
Dance
pool table?
on a pool
I've
table?
yet to done that.
Well, we should
Maybe I should
probably
try
hang
that.
out more often.
When he's playing billiards,
Oh, damn.
you can dance on the pool table.
Nice to meet you, by the way. On this radio show.
I don't think that would work. Maybe it would take my name
I love it.
on the pool table, not just step on
That would
the
be
balls.
Do you know how to use a nunchucka?
I just wear
No,
stilettos.
Stilettos. That's
Nice.
a
How
weapon.
tall are you?
5'6".
5'6"?
I'm average.
That's
You're
average.
you're
I'm
taller than
5'9".
me, right?
Yeah.
Not tall.
I used to be. I was 5'11".
Are you 5'9"?
You were
Yeah.
5'11".
You wear shoes.
How did you get
Because
to-
I'm 5'9".
You know what? Okay.
In
And
quarters.
the last 2 minutes that we have.
Yeah.
I used to have really big breasts. You still do?
Mhm.
I had them reduced.
Really?
I had them reduced.
Can I have some?
And so
I know, right?
so I had them reduced
I don't know why I said
because
that.
it gave me degenerative
Oh.
discs.
Ooh, in the back.
And
Back?
so I
Shorter.
started to shrink. Yeah, so I
Oh.
lost 2 inches in height.
Oh my goodness.
So I took 2 pounds off
So
of
you-
each boob. And
Wow.
That's
That's
and then
a
I had to get a
lot.
He
personality.
is just like a mess.
I am.
And then I had to get
Yeah,
a personality and
shocked,
everything. And start wearing eye makeup because people were looking at my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
That's just
Oh,
crazy.
no, I'm not
That's
kidding, 'cause I used to have to
Really?
be. I used to have to be like, "Hey, what are
Hey,
you doing?
you had to like
I'm up here."
put your boobs up to your head and be like, in the middle. I'm in the middle here. Look at
I
me.
can do my own motorboat.
The boob in the middle. Talk to the boob in the middle.
Oh my god!
That's
Dude, I
amazing.
tried wearing a sports
for
bra
you,
one
though.
time, horseback riding, and I got a uniboob. It was like,
Oh,
You're
right.
rude.
Sports
You
bras
were just
are
like-
weird, but I
it's
like
so weird.
I like sports bras way better than
Hey.
regular bras.
Yes.
Or those.
That could be
How
worse.
do you like your bras?
I like them off,
There we go.
and
I like them on the
You know,
floor.
okay, so when you-
I
when
don't
you get
know
home,
anything.
is
I've
that
never
one
tried
of
one
the
on,
things-
to be honest.
So first, speaking of
Yeah.
first again, what's the first thing you do? Like when you get home, I like to take off my jewelry right away.
Mm-hmm.
Bra's always off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I keep my
okay.
bras on.
Do you?
I don't
Just
like that
Oh,
much freedom. Like, my best friend once looked at me
Oh.
and said, "Do you sleep with a bra?" And I was like,
Okay.
"Yeah." And she's like, "What? I don't." Looks at me like I was a weirdo. Like,
What?
either you do or you don't.
Do I need to subscribe to this channel for? Oh
All
my
right,
god!
we have 1 minute left,
All right,
but
Okay.
you know
Go
what?
on.
Thank you.
go
So
on.
you know, here's what
Thank
happens
You're welcome.
when we
This is
really had
exciting.
no plan. Hung out, talked,
Yeah,
got a little financial 15 action going.
Yeah.
So Ryan, I would love to,
For
keep
free.
inviting you on.
I'd love to
For financial
formulate.
15, so if you have
more.
like a specific subject that everybody can learn from every week,
Sure.
then contact
If that's
Hall of Fame Financial. Thank you very much.
yes, Hall of Fame.
877-941-5273.
Yes.
But definitely give me, Kathy, a call here at Hall of Fame Financial. And this is the F word before Thanksgiving, and I'm very thankful for you, my F word friends. F word friends, there we go. First, didn't mean it that way. Their first time. All choked up. Thank you, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will talk to
Thank
you
you.
next week.